Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. The only reason why this review exists is because I just got through reviewing something else, and I knew that wasn't going to fill me up. So, review because I'm a fat guy. But anyway, folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for today, folks? Well, it happens to be my I don't need no instructions to know how to rock shirt, featuring Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force. And if you happen to be unfamiliar with Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and I've worn this shirt in other reviews, so I've explained it, so. But, Aqua Teen Hunger Force was/is a property from Cartoon Network that was originally featured on their Adult Swim line in, like, the 2000s. And it came out and nobody knew what to make of it at first. Took a little while to build up steam, but like once it got going, man, like it became a bona fide cult classic. I know for myself and my friends, like we all absolutely loved it. When they actually did their full film, that was even in theaters, we all went to go see it. It was a movie. But yeah, it's just a really fun series, and Carl in particular is kind of stole the show. I mean, all the characters are great, all the voice actors are phenomenal, but Carl is just Carl, man, and he's just, I think he represents the piece of Carl that's in all of us. That horrible, horrible piece. But anyway, what am I trying for today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, like I said, I just got through doing a review. I reviewed a sushi burrito from a local supermarket chain called Mariano's. They're owned by Kroger, but so yeah, I went out. I really wanted some lunch. I wanted some sushi. Saw the sushi burritos. They look pretty good, so I figured, I'll go over there. I'll get one. I'll do a review. But I was like, I know I'm going to need more than that. I love sushi, but it definitely isn't the most filling thing in the world. So I ended up grabbing it's Poke Bowl. Specifically, this is one of their spicy shrimp and crab Poke Bowls. I do want to mention, because this is from Mariano's being an Illinois institution, this review and my last review are going to end up on my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just Illinois spots. So, and I have actually reviewed a few Poke Bowls from Mariano's before, so those are going to be on there as well, but I've never reviewed this one. So, we're going to open it up, see what it's about. We got a couple sauces, which is usually the case. Looks like we got some edamame. We got like some diced up crab meat. And then I guess that's the shrimp then. Okay. So, okay. I mean, let's get a thing for the thing here. I'm going to do it without before I stir it, because once I stir it, it pretty much just all becomes a blob, but let's get a thing for the thing. Try to make it look at least a little bit sexy. Ha 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 ha! And then let's go ahead, let's start mixing it together. Part of the fun of the Poke Bowl is getting to mix it together. Ugh. Only thing is, and it's a good thing, but like they definitely keep their rice properly cold, so you do have to sort of work with it a little bit. Looks like there might also be some avocado in here too. Yeah, it's definitely avocado pieces. All right, wasn't expecting avocado, but I'm not opposed. We'll kind of do this. This is the only part of these reviews that kind of sucks, because I know it's probably a little bit boring watching me just freaking do some stuff with some chopsticks, but yeah, I suppose I could do this in advance, but then you guys would miss out on the fun. You wouldn't be part of the process. Right? That's what we're going for here? Sure. Let's kind of mix it up. And then, so we got two sauces. I'm guessing one of them, this is probably just a soy sauce. If that's the case. Yeah. little bit of a sweetened soy sauce, though. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put some of this on here. Just to sort of give it a little overall cohesion. And let me try out the other thing, too. I'm pretty sure this is like a vinegar kind of thing. Let go. Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of like almost like an apple cider vinegar kind of thing. Very tangy. I'm going to try it with just the soy sauce for right now, and then we'll get there. I think next time if I do these, I will just go over there and mix it all beforehand. Save you guys the bullshit. Oh, I apologize for being a bad YouTuber. But, alright, let's go ahead. We got some rice. Rice is good. Has a nice flavor to it. Especially with the little added soy sauce. I think the soy sauce they use is good for this type of thing. Because it's not too pungent. And again, it's not like super salty. It's got a little bit of a sweetness to it. Yeah, it's pretty good. And try to get kind of a mix of all this stuff. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. When you properly get a little bit of everything, that's when it's really at its nicest. Which, I mean, makes sense, obviously. But, yeah, the seafood, I mean, I'm blending it all together. So, like, that crab and the shrimp, like, you can't tell exactly which one is which flavor-wise at this point. But you definitely get a nice seafood flavor. It's not like, fishy tasting or anything like that. Like, it seems like it's fresh and on point. Oh, wow, that's a lot of it. Kind of. I didn't do a very good job of mixing this, despite my best efforts. I somehow managed to still fail. I like the addition of the veg. The edamame. And I'm guessing like a little, maybe pickled cucumber. They add a nice texture element. And I give it a little extra zing. A little something, something. I like that. Yeah. I think this one's actually really solid. Like I said, I've reviewed a few of their poke bowls, and they're a little bit hit or miss in my opinion. I've never had any that I disliked, but this one I think actually works really well. Yeah, okay. I think there's nothing I dislike about that. Let's see how it tastes with this stuff on it. Might be ruining my lunch right now. I'll just kind of give it a quick once over. Not use all of it. Alright. Okay. And I know I've used this stuff before, so I know it's not going to be horrible or anything, but I was already enjoying it on a nice level. But for you fine folks, especially if you're willing to stick with me through all this nonsense, want to give you the full experience. Let's go ahead. I mean, it's not a bad addition. It definitely gives it kind of like an apple-y and vinegary kind of feel. So it gives a little bit of fruitness, a little bit of a sweetness. And then it also kind of goes over there, gives a little extra tang from the vinegar. The only problem I have with it, it's such a strong flavor. It kind of takes over, With the soy sauce, like I said, I think that worked really nicely because it just kind of added a little something. It wasn't taking over the dish. The, whatever that was, it definitely becomes the star of the show. Even though it does taste good. I think maybe if I just used a tiny sprinkle of it, maybe I could have gotten away with it. But it's not bad. It didn't ruin the dish or anything. I just preferred it before that. All that said, I know I've said a lot. 2 questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I think for me personally, I would go with yes and yes on both accounts. I think for myself, like I said, I think this is actually one of the better Poke Bowls that I've had from Mariano's. It's a simple combination. You know, there's not too much going on there to fuck up. The ingredients tasted good. It was, you know, properly stored and everything. And it was something where, you know, you just had to mix it up and, like, all the things there were going to work. The only thing that I would have done differently is I probably wouldn't have used, like the apple vinegar or whatever the hell it was. Or if I did, it would be very little, just to give it a little accent. But I do like it. And, like, actually, you know, even with that, I'm definitely still going to enjoy it. If I'm recommending it, I think, you know, whenever you're going over there and you're getting, like, sushi from a supermarket, that kind of deal, you know, it can be a little bit. But Mariano's, to their credit, like, I've never had anything bad from them. You know, best or worst case scenario, maybe a little bit disappointing. This, I think, actually works pretty well. And I think if you enjoy seafood and, you know, the elements involved, again, one of the nice things about this one in particular, it's just very simple. So it's not throwing any surprises at you. If you like shrimp, if you like crab, you know, you like some rice with a little edamame in it, it's a good time. So, but anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go for their episodes of truly, you know, it was supposed to be spicy now that I think about it. It was, wasn't it? It wasn't spicy. Have yourself a proper spicy crab-tastic rest of your life. That would definitely be my biggest criticism, is that I did not get any spice from that the whole time. But it was still tasty. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe well, you know what? Here's what I want you to go out and do. If I do any more Poke Bowl reviews, which I'm sure I will at some point in time or another, what is your opinion on the mix-in part of the review? Would you prefer I just get that out of the way to begin with, or do you mind it, not, you know, just have me rambling? Like I said, I think I'm probably going to just mix it beforehand because it just does take up too much time, but please let me know. Also, what's your opinion on Poke Bowls? Is there something you're into, you're not, you know, all that good stuff. Anyway, bye.